I want you to understand something about grief. Grief is on a spectrum, and on one end is grief, and the other end is acceptance. They are the same energy. One is a completed grief process. Acceptance is completed grief. Your brain has gone through the grief, processed it, analyzed that energy because there's tons of information and messages and data in the energy that moves through our body that we call grief. When that stuff gets processed, the brain will then make acceptance, and it will also make peace with things. That's a natural process. There's a lot of talk about you just need to accept it or you just need to forgive them. Forgiveness, acceptance, making peace with is a brain product. If your brain can't make it, you don't have it. You can pretend like you have it, you can decide to have it, but that's not the same thing as have it. Brains make this from completing the grief process. So if you cannot complete the grief process, you're going to notice in your life that there's not a lot of acceptance, making peace with, or forgiveness. You're going to have a lot of reminders internally of sorrow, of loss. You're going to remember things that make you feel more grief. Your system is working to get that grief activated and processed. If it doesn't get processed, it goes back and sits in the body in a suppressed, deactivated form. And so the body says, let's activate this again so we can get it processed. So we've got all these things going on that are push and pull against this grief, and it's not healing, it's not processing. Your brain is not getting to make the next levels of wellness, which is acceptance, making peace with, and forgiveness.